There is information everywhere on how to learn design, how to get clients, how to become freelance, but no one seems to be talking about these 5 massively important next steps to take, including how to level up your pricing. But more on that later. I've been a student of the Balanced Business Bootcamp for the past 9 months, and today I'm going to take you through 5 things that I've learned both through the program and over the last 7 years that are going to help boost your freelance career. Let's hop in. The first big step is learning how to say no to clients that don't align with your business and saying yes to the ones that do. Easier said than done, right? The key to this is to get crystal clear on your goals. Crystal clear. A resource that really helped me with my goals is the Vivid Vision exercise through the Balanced Business Bootcamp. You can download this exercise for free in the description below. Our personal lives and our professional lives are so interconnected, and it's really important to evaluate both when you're going through your goal setting. My why is twofold. It's incredibly important to me that my work has impact through the values that I live, and I align with brands that live those same values. And equally important is connecting with myself and my outdoor communities through adventure sports for all facets of my health, mental and physical. Secondly, if you want to say no to clients that don't align with you, you need a volume of inquiries. Consistent outreach equals consistent inquiries. Otherwise, you'll be doing something called hope marketing. I built a website and I hope someone sees it and I hope they hire me. It's not the best strategy. When I first started freelancing, I didn't realize I was using hope marketing. Go ahead, ask me how that worked out. Obviously didn't. I failed miserably. Hope marketing is not a strategy. So third, you need to be able to move on from clients that no longer align with you. You can do this by outsourcing another freelancer to take on that work. Essentially, you project manage those clients and that freelancer in the transition period until you're fully ready to let that client go. Once you have claimed back your time by saying no to clients that don't align, you will have more time to focus on diversifying your income streams. Let me explain. Passive income is a bit of a buzzword these days. It entails building something and then it generates recurring revenue while you do little to nothing. Sounds great, but very few things actually fall within this category. So let's reframe this. It's recurring revenue. It takes some effort to build it, but it requires a marketing strategy to continually bring awareness of the product to your target audience. A diversified income strategy could include client work plus multiple other streams of revenue. This will add resiliency into your business. You don't have all your eggs in one basket. My side hustle is watercolor art through a shop that I founded called Salted Spruce Artwork. Another way to diversify your income stream is through selling digital products. Let's talk templates. Try to think of these in 2 categories. The first one being technical, think After Effects and Mogurt templates. And then the second are business or workflow templates that are typically targeting your fellow designers. A great example of this is an animation production pipeline Notion template by Audrey Stamen. For all you illustrators out there, you can also sell your illustration brushes. Check out Bordeaux brushes. There's heaps of people doing this, especially with Procreate. The third important step to leveling up your freelance career has to do with automations and productivity. One example of this is using and building a CRM or a customer relationship management system. It'll help you to track leads and figure out when you need to reach out next. I use Streak, but Airtable is also great if you're just getting started or you're transitioning from a spreadsheet to a more efficient system. The fourth tip is positioning your personal brand or studio. There are so many different ways that you can position your brand. You can niche into a discipline, so 2D, 3D, VFX, or it can be a particular type of client or industry. For example, healthcare or maybe wellness brands. However you choose to position your brand, it needs to be the thing that lights you up. And how do you figure those things out? Going back to the very first point in this video, you need to get really clear on your goals. Develop self-awareness, figure out what it is that you want in life. It took me close to a year to figure out the positioning the way that I have developed it. I'm confident, but if you put the same amount of effort in, that you can position yourself in a way that is authentic to you and also profitable. And the final way to boost your freelance career is to level up your pricing model. So the first level is to charge by hour or day rate. So you charge them a certain amount per hour or per day. If you work faster, you get paid less. That doesn't seem like a win-win for anyone. There is no motivation to work faster when you're being paid by hourly or by day rate. So the second way that you can level up your pricing is through going with a project rate instead of hourly or day rates. This is by far one of my most favorite ways to work, as there's a huge win-win both for the client and for the freelancer. So the client gets to know exactly how much stuff is going to cost up front instead of having to follow up wondering how many hours you're at, how much of the budget have you used. So the other way that you get rewarded as a freelancer is that if you work faster, you get paid the same amount. So you're not penalized for what you're doing. And in fact, you get your time back. And you can use that time to work on diversifying your income streams. And the highest way that you can level up your pricing is through value-based pricing. So you're negotiating a percentage of the perceived profits from said product or service that the company is wanting to promote. So if they're going to bring in $300,000 to $350,000 worth of revenue, then you charging $35,000 is a very small fee. But $35,000 for a project that maybe only takes you $10,000 worth of your time, or what you would have done project-based, you can see how the jump can occur. There's a couple of resources I'd recommend. One of the best videos that I've seen out there is with Jonathan Stark and Chris Do. Jonathan goes super deep into detail on value-based pricing. Highly recommend watching it. And also the Motion Hatch podcast has got an interview with Blair Enns, who wrote the Win Without Pitching Manifesto. Also highly recommend that book, but take a look at those if you're really curious about value-based pricing. Another person I'd highly recommend checking out is Kwame Christian. He is a master negotiator. He came in and did a talk with our Balanced Business Bootcamp group, and I was absolutely floored. The Motion Hatch YouTube channel has got a role-playing interaction with him and Haley. Highly recommend going and watching that as well. I've learned so much from being a part of Motion Hatch's Balanced Business Bootcamp. If you would like to develop your business, boost your freelance career, and find a supportive community, then take the quiz below this video to see if it's the right fit for you. Now that you know the 5 next steps to take to boost your freelance career, you should take a look at these videos next.